sports. It's in the game.
He's going across the track. That is not what you want to see.
Hello and welcome to F1 Life, the new hub of F1 22. A glimpse inside the prestigious and alluring lifestyle of Formula One. Your own personalised space where you can customise the appearance of your location, view past triumphs and career highlights, watch replays and customise your driver avatar, and of course, admire your fabulous supercar collection. This is your F1 Life. From here, you can view the supercars in your collection, visit the virtual showroom, admire the trophies in your cabinet. Most importantly, in customization, you can customize both your driver avatar and location, totally transforming the look of your F1 Life. You can visit drivers that you see in your F1 Life or any of your F1 22 friends by selecting F1 Life visitors. Don't forget to give them a like if you admire their style. F1 Life is your... These are the supercars to get your collection. Don't forget, you can change the appearance of your driver avatar at any time from the driver profile screen in F1 Live.
Synonymous with the sport, McLaren have been heavily involved in Formula One since their debut in 1966 at Monaco. In this time, they've had incredible success, bringing home 8 Constructors' Championships and 12 Drivers' Championships, making them the second most successful team of all time. For many, 1988 was probably the most memorable season for McLaren, where the team won 15 out of 16 races with drivers Ayrton Senna and Alain Prost. The team absolutely dominated the year, and to this day, McLaren still holds the record for the highest percentage of wins in a single season. They've had many of the world's most highly regarded drivers racing for them, including Senna and Prost, Mika Hakkinen and Lewis Hamilton, who won the Drivers' Championship during the 2008 season. Perhaps the most famous Formula One racing team of them all, Scuderia Ferrari, have been competing in the sport since the birth of the Formula One World Championship in 1950. As well as having participated in every World Championship season, they're also the most decorated, with more wins and world titles than any other team in the history of the sport. Founded by Enzo Ferrari in 1929, Scuderia Ferrari originally supported Alfa Romeo before, starting from 1947, forging their own identity as the racing team and road car manufacturer we know today. 9 of the world's most famous and recognisable drivers have competed and become champions with Ferrari, including Niki Lauda in the 70s and Michael Schumacher in the 90s and early 2000s. Red Bull made their constructors' debut in Formula One in 2005. Since then, they've become incredibly successful. They've won 4 Constructors' Championships and 5 Drivers' Championships, with their most recent Drivers' Championship coming after a fierce, season-long battle between Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton during the 2021 season. Returning to Formula One in 2010 as a works team, Mercedes have become one of the most successful teams in recent history. They've won 7 Drivers' Championships and taken home the Constructors' Championship in each of the last 8 seasons. Prior to that, Mercedes were the engine supplier for the Brackley-based 2009 Constructors' Champions Brawn GP. This was their way back into Formula One as their parent company Daimler purchased a stake in the team for the 2010 season. The team was then rebranded to Mercedes and have raced under the world-famous German marque ever since, creating history along the way.
A warm welcome to all of you joining us at Silverstone today as the grid begins up for what we hope will be another phenomenal race. It's time for the British Grand Prix. Straddling the border of Northamptonshire and Buckinghamshire, the 18 corners of Silverstone Circuit form the 3.6-mile beating heart of Formula One. It's been reinvented over the years, with Turn 1 now the fast right-hander of Abbey, but the magic of racing is as strong here as it's ever been. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, edging out Sergio Perez, who lines up P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Verstappen, George Russell and Leclerc, Gasly, Joe, Tsunoda and Mick Schumacher, Ocon, Bottas, Fernando Alonso and Magnussen, Vettel, Albon, Lando Norris and Daniel Ricciardo. Latifi and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box. Ant, it's fantastic to have you with us here, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the rundown into Turn 1, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It will keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
That was an illegal manoeuvre. You've got to cede that position or we'll receive a penalty. work, mate. That brings you up a place. just stop cutting the corners. If you keep it up, they're going to give you a penalty. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 5.8 seconds. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Driving. That is the race win, my friend. Well done.
Plenty of action here at Silverstone, a memorable race and an impressive victory. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
Well, when you overtake that many people, I'd certainly hope you'd win the race. Their car was really effective in the slipstream here today, and the team would be pleased that they didn't cook the engine, given how long they were spending in the hot air behind other cars. They had a lot of confidence to push their tyres hard as well, especially going into the corners, which allowed for some late braking and some exciting passes.
And look at that, they're making their way out onto the podium now. Great race from the McLaren team, and I'm very happy to see them there on that top step of the podium. Well, after an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
I think for driver of the day, I'd probably pick Lando Norris. He lived up to every inch of his reputation today, and I think he'll be going home, quite rightly, a bit proud of himself.
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.